Welcome back to Golden Years Health, where we illuminate the path to vibrant living in your golden years. Today, we're tackling a subject that is a staple in nearly every diet across the globe, a food deeply ingrained in our culture and daily routines: bread. For many of us, bread is comfort, tradition, and a simple pleasure. It's part of our breakfast toast, our lunchtime sandwich, and often accompanies our dinner. But as we navigate the unique landscape of health over 60, the choices we make about something as fundamental as bread become profoundly significant. What might have been an innocuous part of your diet in your younger years can, with time, transform into a silent adversary, contributing to inflammation, digestive issues, blood sugar spikes, and a host of other health challenges that can severely diminish your quality of life. Conversely, there are breads, often overlooked or misunderstood, that can act as powerful allies, providing essential nutrients, fiber, and sustained energy, actively supporting your heart health, gut microbiome, and cognitive function. This isn't about eliminating bread entirely. It's about making smart, informed distinctions. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden dangers lurking in some of the most common breads you might be consuming daily, revealing 4 types you should absolutely, unequivocally, never touch if you're over 60. And then, with equal fervor, we will introduce you to 4 truly beneficial breads that you must strive to eat daily, transforming a seemingly simple choice into a powerful health advantage. This is not just a dietary guideline. It's a vital lesson in proactive aging, designed to safeguard your well-being and empower you to enjoy every moment of your golden years with robust health. Let's begin by exposing the villains in the bread aisle. The types of bread that, while ubiquitous and often appealing, pose significant risks to your health once you're over 60. The first dangerous bread you should never touch is highly processed white bread, including most commercially produced soft white rolls, buns, and sandwich slices. This is arguably the most common culprit and the biggest dietary trap. White bread is made from refined wheat flour, meaning the bran and germ, the most nutritious parts of the wheat kernel containing fiber, vitamins, and minerals, have been stripped away. What's left is essentially starch, which the body quickly converts into glucose. For seniors, whose insulin sensitivity may have decreased and whose risk of type 2 diabetes is higher, consuming white bread is akin to eating pure sugar. It causes rapid and dramatic spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes, leading to energy fluctuations, increased hunger, and over time, insulin resistance. This constant roller coaster ride for your blood sugar levels significantly raises your risk of developing or worsening diabetes, contributes to systemic inflammation throughout your body, and can damage blood vessels, increasing your risk of heart disease and stroke. Furthermore, the lack of fiber in white bread means it offers very little satiety, leaving you feeling hungry again soon after eating. It contributes to constipation, a common issue among seniors, and starves your gut microbiome of the essential prebiotics it needs to thrive, potentially leading to digestive discomfort and a compromised immune system. Beyond the refined flour, many commercial white breads are laden with high fructose corn syrup, artificial preservatives, dough conditioners, and unhealthy trans fats, all of which are detrimental to long-term health, particularly for an aging cardiovascular system and a sensitive digestive tract. This bread offers empty calories, minimal nutrition, and actively works against your health goals. It is a wolf in sheep's clothing, masquerading as a harmless staple. The second dangerous bread you should steer clear of is most conventional wheat bread, especially those labeled simply wheat bread or multigrain without explicitly stating 100% whole wheat or whole grain. This is a clever marketing deception that tricks countless consumers, especially seniors, who genuinely believe they are making a healthy choice. Many wheat breads are merely white bread in disguise, made predominantly from refined wheat flour with a small amount of whole wheat flour added for color or to superficially justify the wheat label. The term wheat bread on its own does not guarantee whole grain content. Always check the ingredient list. If the first ingredient isn't 100% whole wheat flour or whole grain wheat flour, you are likely consuming a refined product with all the associated health risks of white bread: rapid blood sugar spikes, lack of fiber, and negligible nutritional value. These breads often contain the same added sugars, unhealthy oils, and artificial additives as white bread. They offer no significant advantage over white bread in terms of fiber or micronutrients, yet they lull you into a false sense of security, making you think you're eating something healthy when you're not. This trickery is particularly insidious for seniors who are diligently trying to manage their health through diet. The multi-grain label can be equally deceptive. It simply means there are multiple types of grains present, but these grains are often refined, not whole. Unless it explicitly says whole grain for all the grains listed, assume it's primarily refined and therefore best avoided. The third dangerous bread, particularly problematic for seniors, is highly sweetened dessert breads, pastries, and sweet rolls. While these might seem obviously unhealthy, their widespread availability and comforting appeal can lead to frequent consumption, especially when offered at social gatherings or as a convenient snack. I'm talking about cinnamon rolls, sweet Hawaiian rolls, banana bread, often more sugar than banana, and many types of muffins that masquerade as a healthy breakfast option. These breads are characterized by extremely high levels of added sugar, often rivaling or exceeding the sugar content of a candy bar. As we've discussed, excessive sugar intake is a profound enemy of senior health. It fuels systemic inflammation, contributes to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, damages blood vessels leading to cardiovascular disease, and can even accelerate cognitive decline. Beyond the sugar, these products are typically made with refined white flour, providing no fiber or nutritional benefit, and are often loaded with unhealthy trans fats or hydrogenated oils, which are catastrophic for heart health. The combination of refined carbohydrates, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats creates a perfect storm for rapid weight gain, metabolic dysfunction, and increased risk of chronic diseases. For seniors who need nutrient-dense foods to support their aging bodies, these sugary breads offer nothing but empty calories and a fast track to health problems. They are a treat that should be enjoyed rarely, if at all, and certainly not a part of a regular diet. Their impact on blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health is too detrimental to ignore. The fourth dangerous bread you should absolutely avoid is gluten-free bread that is made primarily from refined starches and sugar, lacking whole grains or fiber. With the rising awareness of gluten sensitivity and celiac disease, many seniors turn to gluten-free options. However, the gluten-free label does not automatically equate to healthy. A vast majority of commercially available gluten-free breads are crafted from a blend of highly refined starches like tapioca starch, potato starch, cornstarch, and white rice flour. These starches behave very similarly to refined wheat flour in the body. They cause rapid blood sugar spikes, provide minimal fiber, and offer little in terms of essential nutrients. To compensate for the lack of gluten, manufacturers often add more sugar, unhealthy fats, and various gums or additives to improve texture and palatability. So what you end up with is a product that is gluten-free, yes, but often higher in calories, lower in fiber, and higher in sugar than its gluten-containing counterpart, posing similar or even greater risks for blood sugar control, weight management, and gut health. For seniors who may not have celiac disease but are trying to avoid gluten for perceived health benefits, choosing these types of refined gluten-free breads negates any potential advantage and introduces new problems. Always scrutinize the ingredient list of gluten-free bread. Look for options where the first ingredients are whole, naturally gluten-free grains like whole oat flour, brown rice flour, sorghum flour, or teff flour, and ensure it has a good fiber content. If it reads like a list of various starches, put it back on the shelf. Now, let's pivot from the problematic breads to the powerful allies, the types of bread you must strive to eat daily to actively support your health over 60. These are breads that are nutrient-dense, fiber-rich, and support stable blood sugar and a thriving gut. The first type of bread you must eat daily is 100% whole grain bread, where the first ingredient explicitly states 100% whole wheat flour, or 100% whole grain specific grain flour. This is the gold standard for conventional bread. Unlike its refined counterpart, true whole grain bread retains the entire wheat kernel, the bran, germ, and endosperm. The bran provides crucial fiber which is vital for digestive health, preventing constipation and feeding your beneficial gut bacteria. This fiber also slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, leading to more stable blood sugar levels, reducing your risk of type 2 diabetes and helping you feel fuller for longer, aiding in weight management. The germ is packed with healthy fats, B vitamins, vitamin E, and antioxidants, all essential for energy production, nerve function, and fighting oxidative stress. The endosperm provides carbohydrates but in a balanced package. Eating 100% whole grain bread regularly significantly reduces your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. When selecting whole grain bread, make sure the label doesn't just say wheat bread but specifically 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain. Look for breads with at least 2 to 3 grams of fiber per slice and a minimal amount of added sugars. This is real food, offering real benefits for your aging body, providing sustained energy and supporting your overall vitality. The second type of bread you must integrate into your daily diet is sprouted grain bread. This is a powerhouse of nutrition, often surpassing even conventional 100% whole grain bread in its health benefits, particularly for seniors. Sprouted grain bread is made from whole grains like wheat, spelt, barley, or lentils that have been allowed to sprout or germinate before being ground into flour. This sprouting process unlocks a treasure trove of nutrients. It significantly increases the bioavailability of vitamins, especially B vitamins and vitamin C, and minerals like iron, magnesium, and zinc that might otherwise be locked up in the grain. More importantly for seniors, sprouting breaks down phytic acid, an anti-nutrient present in unsprouted grains that can inhibit the absorption of minerals. This means you absorb more of the good stuff. Sprouting also converts some of the starch into simpler sugars, making the bread easier to digest and often leading to an even lower glycemic index compared to regular whole grain bread, which is excellent for blood sugar management. Furthermore, the sprouting process can reduce the gluten content slightly and makes the bread easier on sensitive digestive systems. Many people who experience discomfort with regular bread find sprouted grain bread much more tolerable. Brands like Ezekiel 4-9 are popular examples, often found in the freezer section of health food stores. This bread is a fantastic source of fiber, plant-based protein, and activated nutrients, making it an exceptional choice for supporting gut health, stable energy, and overall cellular function. The third type of bread that offers profound benefits for seniors is sourdough bread, made with traditional long fermentation and whole grain flour. True sourdough bread is distinct from commercial breads that might use sourdough flavoring or a quick-rise yeast alongside a sourdough starter. Authentic sourdough relies on a slow fermentation process driven by wild yeasts and lactobacilli bacteria. This process works wonders for our health. Firstly, the long fermentation breaks down carbohydrates and proteins, including some of the gluten, making sourdough bread significantly easier to digest for many people, even those with mild gluten sensitivities. This is a huge advantage for aging digestive systems that might struggle with conventional breads. Secondly, the fermentation process increases the bioavailability of minerals, similar to sprouted grains, by reducing phytic acid. Thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, true sourdough bread has a lower glycemic index (GI) compared to regular bread. The lactic acid produced during fermentation slows down the rate at which glucose enters the bloodstream, resulting in more stable blood sugar levels and preventing those dangerous spikes and crashes. This is a crucial benefit for preventing and managing type 2 diabetes. Additionally, The prebiotics created during fermentation can nourish your gut microbiome, promoting a healthy balance of beneficial bacteria, which in turn supports immunity, digestion, and even mental well-being. Look for sourdough bread that uses whole wheat or whole rye flour and specifies a long fermentation process. It will have a characteristic tangy flavor and a robust crust. This is not just bread. It's a fermented food with profound gut healing and blood sugar stabilizing properties. The fourth type of bread you absolutely must consider eating daily is 100% whole rye bread or pumpernickel bread. Often overlooked in favor of wheat-based options, whole rye bread is a nutritional powerhouse, especially for seniors. Rye grain has a unique nutritional profile. It is exceptionally rich in fiber, even more so than whole wheat, particularly a type of soluble fiber called arabinoxylan. This high fiber content is fantastic for digestive regularity, preventing constipation, and providing a long-lasting feeling of fullness, which helps with weight management. The soluble fiber in rye also has a remarkable ability to help lower cholesterol levels and contributes to stable blood sugar. Rye bread, especially dense dark pumpernickel, has one of the lowest glycemic index values among breads, meaning it causes a much slower and gentler rise in blood sugar, making it an excellent choice for individuals managing diabetes or looking to prevent it. Beyond fiber, whole rye is a good source of iron, magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins. Its unique compounds, such as lignans, have been linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers and cardiovascular disease. Furthermore, the texture and flavor of whole rye bread can be very satisfying and earthy, providing a diverse and enjoyable component to your diet. When choosing rye bread, ensure it's 100% whole rye or whole grain rye and avoid those with added caramel coloring or excessive sugars often found in lighter, commercially produced rye-style breads. True whole rye or pumpernickel will be dense, dark, and often have a slightly sour, rich flavor. This is a bread that actively works to protect your heart, stabilize your blood sugar, and keep your digestive system functioning optimally, providing a steady stream of sustained energy throughout your day. In summary, the bread aisle can be a minefield or a treasure trove, depending on your knowledge. If you're over 60, banish the dangerous four: refined white bread, deceptive wheat bread that isn't 100% whole grain, sugary dessert breads, and refined starch-based gluten-free options. Instead, actively seek out and regularly consume the beneficial four: 100% whole grain bread, nutrient-dense sprouted grain bread, gut-friendly traditional sourdough, and robust 100% whole rye or pumpernickel. By making these informed choices, you're not just selecting a food, you're investing in your long-term health, bolstering your digestion, stabilizing your blood sugar, protecting your heart, and ensuring that every bite contributes to a vibrant, energetic, and truly golden life. Your health in your golden years is a reflection of the choices you make today. Choose wisely, choose healthfully, and enjoy the profound benefits. Thank you for joining us on Golden Years Health. If this information resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more vital health insights, and share your favorite healthy bread tips in the comments below. Together, we can build a community dedicated to thriving in every stage of life. Stay well, stay informed, and keep making those empowered choices.